What's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. If you want to get 20 free stock, make sure you download my top link below. Good people, I'm looking at these buttons. I want to share some things with you guys that is very important. This will probably be my last video this year. I'm redoing some things here, but it's very important that you guys see what I see. Anything I see is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell. Make sure you don't fall for any spam in the comment section, okay? But I'm going to leave 2 videos here at the end. For those of you that are on your computers, you could see them come up in the boxes, okay? I want you guys to rewatch them both, even if you've seen them. This one will talk about where I see crypto going, when I will be buying. This one will be talking about where I see the stock market going and when I will be buying. So view them both, okay? So listen, let's start with the stock market. I will timestamp this so you can go to your prospective places, okay? So let's start with the stock market. So this is a portion of what's in the video, and let me just give it to you right now. So earnings will be lower in the coming quarter. I believe Q1, the earnings will be lower. We know that the FOMC meeting is February, right? As soon as February start, we have the FOMC meeting. When Q1 earnings come, I believe that that would be a downward push on the market. I believe that the Fed will see that inflation is coming down and he will start to go neutral. Now he may do 50 because he's gonna keep the pedal to the metal. He may do 50 in February, and then he may do 25 after that, and then he may do one more 25, and then he may be forced to go to neutral. But if inflation drops fast enough, he will just go to neutral, right? And then I believe after about 3/4 of 2023, that the Fed will be forced to go to actually start reversing. I believe, I know I stand alone. A lot of people said, oh, he's just going to be neutral. I believe he's going to reverse because of things when that S&P hits down and rebound from that point. So my point is you don't have to guess the bottom, but at some point you need to get in. And most people miss getting in, and then we're in another bull market and you're chasing. So you make the decision on your stock. But what I will tell you is I'm not focusing on heavily engaged in the small cap stock, trying to do a 5-bagger, 6-bagger, 7-bagger. You and I will make plenty of those plays. I'm going to bring it to you. But this is the time to truly build generational wealth by loading up on these good, solid, have money, have revenue, companies that are going to be around forever. This will be the opportunity to buy. And so I'm going to start really loading up on Tesla when I see that. Now, I may dib and dab a little bit at this price range. It's intriguing, but that doesn't mean anything. What truly means something to me is if the S&P gets down below 32 and it hits the 31 and 30. What do you think? Do you think that Tesla is going to be $300 at that point? No. As a matter of fact, all of the big cap stock, the Apples and Tesla, they're the heaviest weighted on the S&P, and so they're going to come down because we will be in a earnings recession. And so that's when we will load up. And so, Larry, what happens if that never happens? I've been dollar cost averaging all along since the beginning of this year. And so I have 2 plans working simultaneously. So I can't miss the bottom because I've been dollar cost averaging with little money. And I charge all of you, take your coffee money and start next year. I believe you'll be able to start in Q1. I believe that the S&P will hit 35 in January. I do. And I believe it'll start to trend down. Now, before we get to the crypto section, make sure before the end of the year that you click that top link below and get your 20 free stock, at least 10 with a minimum of $100 deposit. And then the link under that will be another 12 free stock for $1, but you got to take care of it before the end of the year. Let's go right into where I see crypto, what I see is going on with crypto, and where I will be buying crypto. Let me play you a snippet of that video. So here are the 4 stages. Remember the 4 stages, right? Accumulation, markup, distribution, markdown, right? So let's go back here. Accumulation, you see that? Distribution, so accumulation, mark up, distribution, mark down. Look at what happens during these stages, right? You see this? Selling climax, right? Low volume, failed sell-off, right? And then we get, boom, a jump. And then, boom, it falls. So you think, okay, that's the end of the next bull run. And then it makes another leap. And this is all during the markup. And then it comes down and you think it's over. Then it makes another leap. What happens here? Low volume, sell-offs. But what happens when we get to the distribution? Look at the chart. Look at the top of the distribution, right? That's when it's on a bull run. What happens? Buying climax. So just look at this. We're selling at the absolute low and we're buying. This is where the buying really volume is taking off because people saying it's on a heater. Well, it was on a heater all of this time. So what's the best time to be buying? During the accumulation stage. See here? Doing the accumulation stage. This is where we do it all. So here's what's very odd to me about this accumulation stage. This is when the big boys will be buying because they were responsible for the sell-off in the long run. In the accumulation phrase, big players prepare for their next bull strategy. By doing what? By accumulating assets within a given trade range, right? So big money are they're getting ready to buy during this accumulation stage, right? And so I believe that accumulation stage, me personally, as far as the timeline, will be in the next 6 months. Now, it could have bottom. It may have bottom. But I believe that there's one more shakedown. And I personally believe that Binance will have something to do with it. And yes, I believe that Bitcoin could fall to the 14,000 area. I made a mistake the other day and said 1,400. I meant to say 14,000. And so I'm waiting until some more leaves fall. But within the first 6 months of 2023, I plan on having 85% of my crypto money back into crypto. Why didn't it fall down when we were in distribution? Let me pull this up. Why wasn't there a breakdown during the markup? Why wasn't it a breakdown during distribution? No, the breakdown came at the bottom and the manipulation is being pushed down to the very bottom. Now, allegedly, supposedly, a conspiracy says that the SEC, Gary Gensler, hands are dirty, right? In all of this is complicit. They lay back. And now here's another thing I want to hit you guys with. So if you lived in New York, you couldn't even purchase until the new mayor, you could not purchase crypto. Why? Crypto was a disruptor. So those are just snippets of things to come. Listen, these are some things that will happen. In 2023, we will continue on a downtrend. I believe Q1 will probably fall off a cliff. Now, it may sound scary, but it's not. We ain't scared. We prepared. It presents opportunity to buy. I believe that the entire stock market will be oversold and giving us a great buy-in price. Great companies will be oversold. Crypto will get oversold and we will buy. I believe in my heart of hearts that crypto will eventually get back on the right track and start a bull run. But now we're in the accumulation stage. The stock market, man, New York Stock Exchange been here since 1792. It ain't going nowhere. Every time there's a dip, every time there's a valley, there's a mountain behind it, and vice versa. And so all we have to do is learn how to trade in the right market. Hey, if you've been with me on this journey, hey, thank you for being a part of the family. We will make money in 2023. Come what may, we will make money together, you and I. Make sure you continue to share my page with your friends, family, and loved ones. And let's get to the promised land together. Okay, good people? We'll see you in the new year. Make sure you check out these 2 videos.